Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a good day so far. So, how's everyone doing? Nice to see you, man. Welcome back to the stream. It's been like, what, almost a week now? Yeah, that was the last time I streamed War Thunder. Alright, I think it's time to get the show started. So, tonight we will be flying the F6F-5N Hellcat. World War II fighter, piston-driven. Also has a radar, which is its main feature. It was conceived as a night fighter, and this radar is basically what allows it to be able to effectively fight in the middle of the night without using any lights. Now, in War Thunder, you will not be needing the radar that much, mainly because you'll be able to see people quite well with the indicators above everyone's heads. So, we're just going to be taking out the F6F-5N as is, just as a normal fighter. Now, for weapons, it has 4 M2 Brownings mounted in the wings, and also 2 AN/M2 20mm autocannons. The mixed armament is boon and problem at times because the cannons don't have the same ballistics as the 50 cals. And as for your question about the radar isn't that great. When you're trying to go after someone that's near ground level, your radar is going to actually have a few problems trying to track them. However, since this is not the jet age and missiles are kind of not a thing, you can get pretty close and get a lock on people. Keep in mind, this is old World War II technology. Having a radar on a plane was difficult in the first place. And they managed to mount it on a relatively small fighter. Normally, twin-engine fighters would be able to mount these, but most smaller fighters would not be able to. The F6F Hellcat is an exception to this, of course. Now, you probably came here to watch me go club some people at this battle rating. I'll let you know right now that I haven't actually practiced with this thing for a long while, so I might be a bit rusty. So I'll probably get my ass kicked a few times before I get the hang of it. Now let's go. The main problem with having radar at the time was because radar was kind of normally a secretive thing. Like you didn't want the enemy to get a hold of your radar. And it was also in comparison to radar at the time in comparison to ground radar wasn't very effective. The problem with aerial radar was that it was very, very bulky and heavy, and putting it on a fighter, especially for daytime, wasn't really worth it. And the radar at the time wasn't performing well enough to justify using it, since it didn't reach out that far. Like, as an example, this thing can only reach out to around a few kilometers. It says 9 here, but you'll never really detect anything beyond like 7, 8. And 7, within the 7 and 8 kilometer, that's going to be visual range, so you can probably see the enemy and such. Well, I guess the stream is still a bit wonky. I'm seeing some errors across the board. Let me see if I can do something about it. Give me a moment, please. Just trying to cut down as many things as possible. Yep, small envelope for detection. And the ground effect, so it being near the ground also makes it so that it's quite hard to spot targets for the radar, because the radar is going to see a big mass in front of it. It can't really see the shape of an aircraft because an aircraft is pretty small, and the ground is, well, it's the ground. Alright, hope the lag has been fixed. I managed to do a few things on it. Right. So, just moving my character up a bit.
Launching an attack.
I really don't have much to talk to you for now because we're gonna be just doing some climbing. The problem with mounting such heavier weaponry on a aircraft like this is that it doesn't have the same performance as an aircraft without a radar and cannons. Because if, for example, I didn't have the cannons and I had just 50 cals and no radar, this thing would have performed better.
Our victory is near.
Alright. Yeah, it looks like it's good. Having less lag is good. We're probably never going to be able to get rid of it until I get a better processor and graphics card, but that's going to be on the back burner for now. Those things are pretty expensive. Also, one quirk about this radar is that you can't actually lock onto things. So, like anything off bore sight, I can't lock onto. Like, to lock onto that 109 to my right, I have to turn towards him and then change the radar mode to track. And then I might be able to pick him up at like a kilometer, which is not ideal. Because the performance of the radar, well, it could be better. More modern radars, like the one the F4 Phantoms that I played on yesterday. Not yesterday, I mean 1 week ago. That was, my mind's a bit muddy, I guess. Anyways. I mean, maybe the supply truck sergeant should have something to fall off the back of the truck. I missed him. Great. Semi-active radar locks. That's not how semi-active radar locks work. Semi-active radar, we're probably talking about missiles. You have to paint the enemy with your radar, so you have to hit them with. You still have to lock onto them, and then afterwards your missile will follow the painted image. Also, I'm taking fire from some guy on my 6, which is not great. He's on fire. There's someone on my 6 deciding that I need to die. I guess I did die. Well, I got 1 kill. It's better than nothing. Yeah, Project Wingman isn't the most accurate It's a very, very arcadey plane game. Hold on, give me a moment. I need to adjust my settings a bit. See if I can get something fixed. Give me a moment, please. Sorry, just adjusting some settings. Alright, let's go for another battle, because that one did not go too great, let's just say. Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely fun as hell. I'd say it's one of those games where it trades historical accuracy and realism for just plain out fun. I'd say that Project Wingman definitely is one of those games where you play it to have fun. You don't play it to learn things, you just play it to go and smack people in the face or something. Yeah, something like that. Change the targeting to 400 meters because that's the standard range. Also in War Thunder, and at least in lower tiers, you don't really have to worry about your fuel capacity because the battles are normally so short that you never really fly for more than like 5-10 minutes. When you get to jet battles though, and you start using afterburner, that's an entirely different question. Those things hog fuel like no tomorrow. Now let's go into an area of side climb. One thing that's a bit unfortunate about the Hellcat is that you get worse performance in climb rate than other planes. So you'll often end up at the bottom of you'll end up near bottom when you start getting into the fight. It's really cool to do what in VR. You'll have part of me be like the stream lag isn't the most gracious of things, so the topic got lost in purgatory for a bit. There's a wyvern down near the deck, taking out all their armored vehicles. Right there, in fact. I'll go after him. Swap my radar to shorter range. Of course, it's not actually going to do anything useful because, well, I already have this indicator, but I might as well. It's... Oh, bloody hell. Well, he just knocked out my radar, and also half of my tail, half of my rudder is gone. So I have to go right back to base afterwards. Whether or not I killed him, that doesn't matter. I have to go to base to repair this thing. Well, no, lag. Oh, Project Wingman? VR is definitely... Yeah, that sounds cool. I never got my hands on a VR though. Never really touched any VR assets. I'm pretty sure I tried VR out at some point in my life, but I don't remember. Right, so landing procedure, cut the thrust, lower myself to a reasonable speed because 350 is a bit much for propeller planes. And I'll just land here, I guess. Attention to the map. Am I blocking anything, by the way? Oh, bounce. Better bounce. there's some joke that can be made about things being bouncy here, but like,
Never.
I can't find it. Yeah, motion sickness probably will be a problem for most people. But once you, well, I mean, once you get used to VR, I'd say that it's probably also a good training tool.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Alright, take off again. Now we're repaired and rearmed. Not that rearming actually helps. We're mostly full on ammunition right now.
Returning to the base.
There's a 56 on the wing because I don't really have an answer for that. It's not my squad number. That I'm sure of. I think I picked it out at some point. I'm pretty sure it's my lucky number or something. I don't remember, look. I don't really think about luck too much nowadays. So yeah. 56. I guess I just ended up blazoning it on most of my vehicles. Oh hey, your name key have 56. What a coincidence. Honestly, I should probably find another game to stream because where it looks like War Thunder is a bit clunky to stream with. So I guess I'll have to cut down on the War Thunder streams and go for something that's less janky in terms of quality. It's like flying is fun and all, but I'd like my streams to be enjoyable for people. And right now, with the shoddy quality, I'm not sure about that. Also, someone just fucking buzzed me. Boy. This is not a... Oh boy. Oh boy. Guns on target? Nope, not quite. I don't think turn fighting is a good idea. Alright, combat flaps, let's see if this makes a difference. Keep the nose. Keep the nose, keep the nose, keep the nose. Moving. I'm gonna stall just before he does. We'll probably have to, we'll have to run. We'll have to bolt it. Am I faster? Yeah, I'm faster. Ever so slightly. He's also spraying cannon rounds at me, so that's not a great thing to happen. One thing that's great about the F6F though is that it's durable. It's quite durable, so I can take a few hits. Can't turn fast enough. It's also not very maneuverable, as you can see right here. This was never made to turn fight. Warframe, I don't think I can run Warframe, unfortunately. Look, this graphics card nicked from the armory is still 20 years old, and It's not exactly the most modern anymore by any standards. Yeah, my aim has been really bad recently. I've played too much jet, so now I like aim very, very ahead of enemies. Come on. Well, I don't have a battle buddy anymore, so that's not great. I'm also stalling. I should really not be stalling right now. I think he's also faster than me. Yep, he's also faster than me. So yeah, this might be a problem. My engine's overheated. Oh, I'm dead. He shot me right in the pilot. BioShock, I think I have the game somewhere, but I'm not sure if I can actually run it. I'll have to probably do some tests before I can conclude anything. Right, to battle. Alright, let's try this again. This time, let's not die like that. And decide that turn fighting is a great idea. Because it is not. Honestly, if I had a wingman or something, I would have done much better. Because this thing, the Hellcat, is a very good team fighter. Because it can pick a hit, so you can maneuver with friendlies to make sure that anyone that tries to go on your tail gets shot by your buddy. And you don't get instantly taken out in longer fights because you get grazed or something and have to run back. Right now we're going to be climbing for a bit. There's gotta be nothing that really goes on for a while. The P-47 compared to the F6F-5N is, I'd actually say it's a bit better in terms of performance, mainly because I've spaded it out, and also because it doesn't have some of the same problems like the weight from the radar. Like in a battle where you have, where you're in total darkness and you can't use your eyes, the radar is gonna be dominating, but in normal daytime conditions, you're not going to be able to do that much with it. Yeah, stream still works, by the way, right? Just making sure that it works. And to answer your question, yes, the Hellcat is definitely a night plane. Wasn't really made for daytime combat. The radar made the plane a bit heavy on the right side. However, the Hellcat does have cannons. Alright, it's working, that's nice. The Hellcat does have cannons, so if you're up against anything heavier than just a fighter, you'll probably have a better time with it if you can hit the cannon shots, of course. If you can hit the cannon shots, the 20 mils would absolutely rip apart anything. Now, one thing you cannot do in the Hellcat is to decide that you suddenly want to go into a turn fight. And I kind of paid for that last time by going to the turn fight with a P-51. A P-51 is also a... Oh, boy. A P-51 is also a energy fighter and not a... Oh, boy. Not a turn fighter. But it's also... The P-51's definitely better at turning, though. Spitfire on my 6, that's okay. Can I get my nose back on time? No. That guy has Hispanos. Hispanos are 20mm cannons. Oh boy! Honestly, that was a nice shot from him. Got instantly clapped. Yeah, night raids and night raids was kind of the thing for the naval version. I'm gonna look at the stat sheet for the F6F-5, the normal version. One moment, please. So in comparison to the normal version, this thing's actually around 50, not really 50, but it's around 50 kilometers per hour slower. And that's quite a significant amount, by the way. It's also got a worse turn time, got a worse climb rate, etc. By having radar, you are able to track in the first place, which is what makes the difference. Here we have an air spawn. The advantage that air spawns give is that you all kind of spawn in the air. So you don't have to take off and your worst climb rate is less of a problem. Now this bit is probably going to be quite boring because we're just going to be climbing for a while. There's nothing special here. Well, the chat is going a bit nuts apparently, but... Well, that's chat. Normally it happens. B-25J has crashed. Oh god. Just ignore it, ignore it. That's why I blocked it with my character, my avatar. Just ignore it. Ignore the chat.
Attention to the map.
Hold on, give me a moment. I need to get a drink. How do you crash on an air insertion? Good question! That's my question, too. Mr. Gilles, you didn't actually miss much. It was just kind of flying, going after people, sometimes getting my ass kicked, sometimes kicking ass. And by that we mean we only played 2 battles. I whacked 1.5 dudes, and I got killed twice. Oh no, you spawn upright when you get an air insertion. It's just that they probably spawned right next to each other and then crashed into each other somehow. Let's see, radar is not reporting any hostile contacts yet because they're way too far away. Technically, there is a 46-kilometer setting and a 120-kilometer setting on this thing, but honestly, it's bloody worthless. Just bloody worthless. By the way, does the chat box actually work? It's supposed to have my stream's supposed to have a chat box, but I don't think it's shown up anything yet. I might have to fix that for next time.
Need cover. If we don't do something fast,
Oh, bloody hell.
the enemy will win.
That's not good. We're leaking fuel. Took a few shots. No, bloody hell. I'm about to die. Yep, there we go. Unfortunate. Durability didn't save me there. Alright, apparently the stream does not actually have a chat box. I'll have to fix that at some point. That's great. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'll fix the chat for next time. So unfortunate. It's either one problem or another. Either my stream decides that it wants a constant stutter, or my stream decides that it doesn't want to start up properly, or my stream decides that it just wants none of this and just decides to not work at all. Welcome to stream, my streams, everybody. But yeah, next time I'll be probably streaming World of Warships and seeing if it works. If it doesn't work properly, I'll probably end up playing FTL, Enter Breach, and other smaller games that don't require as much CPU and GPU. Because right now I'm just being choked by my hardware. Oh yes, tech issues are the hallmark of all streams, definitely.
Attention to the designated grid.
So yeah, today we will not have a chat to remember by, unfortunately. So anyone that watches the VOD will probably just see me staring at the screen for, well, eternity, really. Their aircraft is going to come in from the southwest. I'm getting some radar pings back now. Like you see on the screen there, the triangles without the bar under it, those are enemies. Supposedly, anyways. B-17 up in the sky. I'm not going there. Oh, A6M5. This is the main opposing force plane in Pacific, where this plane was designed to fight. This plane was designed to fight the A6M5, also known as the Zero, and that thing is extremely agile. However, I've decided that I do not in fact want to turn fly with a Zero, because turn flying with a Zero just asks me to die. Hit. Boy. Spitfire. Ah, bloody hell, just dive. I don't want to lose too much airspeed because, oh, I guess I'll just be pilot sniped. I was sent to Brazil. This is great. I can't seem to be able to sorry. I can't seem to be able to outfight any other fighters at this VR because apparently they all outperform me. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna side climb. I'm also gonna shut off the radar for now because it's actually just distracting. Yeah, still shaking off the rust. I would say that the plane underperforms a bit though. It's not quite the same as the P-47 or the A6M5 or any of those planes really. This isn't... This thing's durable, yes, but that's kind of all it has going for it.
Attention to the map. I refuse.
I mean, the only advantage this thing has over its counterparts is that it has a radar and it also has access to a torpedo. But, well, you'll never use a torpedo anyway, so why bother? Just, why bother? There is an enemy wyvern going after ground targets. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Oh, there's the wyvern.
Engaging the enemy.
Looks like one of our teammates is going after him. His name, the Girthy one. We have 3 teammates going after... Oh, no. Make that 4 teammates going after the wyvern at low altitude. The sole wyvern. Honestly, now that I think about it, I might swap the video I have planned for Friday. Sorry, swap out the video, not the video, the stream I have planned for Friday into a video because honestly, at this point, I don't think streaming is gonna do too well. Mainly because of the fact that my streams are quite wonky in terms of quality, as you can see. So how are you guys enjoying your night? Do you have any snacks nearby, anything? Going to the vertical. This guy might have been a mistake. Looks like a mistake. Oh, there's a guy right next to me. Yeah, there's a guy behind me. There's a guy behind me. He died. Boy. Rolling scissors. Not a Everything is more better at turning than I am. Everything is better at maintaining energy. Pesto pasta. Pesto pasta sounds really nice. Honestly, I wish I kind of could have had some. The cooks at the chow hall aren't that great right now. They're still getting used to it. Raiden, how's that character going, by the way? The character that you're building. That's nice. Honestly, fluff is nice to write. Also, now that I think about it, I might actually be switching over to Twitch because I might get better performance streaming there, but I'm not sure. I might have to do a test stream on Twitch to see if it works. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna be moving my streaming stuff, most of my streams at least, to Twitch because YouTube doesn't seem to quite be working out for me. So I'll be moving my main streaming thing over to Twitch. I'll keep the VODs up for my past streams, or I'll probably be focusing on Twitch more. As for content, I'll still be uploading to YouTube. Don't worry. Although, I'll probably be only making shit posts from now on because I've recently just discovered I have an affinity for that. Oh, boy. I have to have ripped off something from his plane, right? Crits. Killed an enemy target destroyed. And now we have to find a way to get some altitude back. Hey, yo, the pizza here. Thanks for the save. War Thunder. I'm pretty sure that was actually packet loss and it nearly flung me right into the wall, so... yeah. How the extra RAM doing? What do you mean by extra RAM? Alright, we're gonna be entering a fight with a Fokker Wolf 190. Oh, I might have crashed into him. I got the kill anyways, though.
Returning to the base.
Honestly, YouTube might be a bit more resource intensive than Twitch, so I'll try streaming Twitch next time instead of YouTube. And also, for YouTube, not that many people actually come to YouTube to watch streams. So there's also that. Streaming on YouTube only really works if it's, I think if you're already popular enough to get away with it, like people already know that you're gonna be streaming on Twitch. Because for me, no one's gonna come over and watch my streams. Let's be honest. Oh, you meant the 2 gigabytes in the armory. Well, they work, so my streams are marginally better than before, but right now I'm CPU bound. So, it's an improvement, but it's a limited improvement. At least I can run Google Chrome in the background now, though. Yeah, I'll probably use YouTube to upload clips, like the funny moments I have. It'll probably work out. I'll probably also have some more serious content sometimes, but I'll probably limit that. Also, thanks for showing up, guys. Thanks for showing up. It's been actually quite an enjoyable stream having you guys around. You people that are dedicated to supporting me. Because without you guys, I probably would just be sitting at 0 viewers right now, twiddling my thumbs. Making the switch over to Twitch shouldn't be that hard. Thanks, man. VODs from Twitch. I'll have to think about VODs from Twitch because I'm pretty sure they're also pretty heavy in terms of weight. Not weight, I mean memory. And right now I have a bit of a memory problem because I'm running out of memory on my hard drive and I'm getting an SSD soon. And yes, this one I actually paid for myself. So no, I didn't raid this one from the armory. When I open more than one Chrome tab, my computer goes kamikaze. That's an F, man. That's an F. Massive F. So yeah, next stream probably going to be World of Warships. Also probably going to be on Twitch. If I get any good clips out of it, I'll send it to YouTube. The supply sarge does not actually know about me raiding the ram sticks. I'm pretty sure he just didn't care. He didn't bring it up anytime he saw me. He probably just didn't care, let's be honest. 2 ram sticks is like nothing compared to the ordnance he has. And before World War III starts, because the Sarge can't find his ram sticks, that would be a very unfortunate way to start World War III. Very, very unfortunate way. It's just because I raided someone's raided the armory to get some ram sticks.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
So long as the drone crews don't need them. Man,
Roger that.
those guys have like 32 gigabyte RAM sticks. And I'm talking about 32 gigs per stick. And they probably use like 3-4 of them per controller. Because they're probably controlling, if I recall correctly, the drone operators actually control multiple drones. They're run by algorithms, so you don't actually have to control them most of the time. You just have to give them orders. There's 2 planes down in the deck, low energy. I'm gonna go after them. Alright, let's see. 109 first or C205 first? C205. Or not. Bad angle. Flip my plane over and turn. Activate my weapons. Really? Oh well. I'm gonna convert most of my energy back into altitude. NVIDIA strike drone. I mean, I'm pretty sure NVIDIA actually partnered up with, I think it was either Raytheon or Lockheed Martin to get some better processors for the drones. There we go, target destroyed. There's also another P-47 behind me, so he's gonna have to die.
Returning to the base.
They're still working on, over in 2035 here, they're still actually working on drone swarms. They haven't gotten much success out of it, though. Don't bloody hell. I look away for one moment, I can immediately get swatted by someone. Nice. Anyways, they're working on drone swarms, but they haven't gotten to the point where it can actually be serviceable. The recent crises didn't exactly help things. By the way, I'm pretty sure I did link my Twitch to my account, so you should be able to find a link for it somewhere. So yeah, go join me on Twitch. Hopefully we can get the channel going and get some people in. Because YouTube is not very stream friendly, as you can see. I'm pretty sure YouTube is trying to move towards some level of streaming, but they don't have the same level of like doing it for a long time as Twitch has. And even with the controversies surrounding Twitch, it's probably still the best platform around just to stream things on. Well, I'll see ya, man, Raiden. I'll see ya. Our RTX 3080 is still out of stock in 2035. Yes, they are! And I'm still pissed about it because they stopped making it after 2027, I think? 5 or 7. At some point, they just stopped making it. Like, I know all the budget cuts and stuff. Not the budget cuts. All the recessions and stuff didn't exactly help things, but still. One of the most popular cards out there decided to... Well, we're just gonna stop producing that real quick. We're just gonna stop producing that. Fantastic job. Welcome to 2035, where apparently we have a different timeline from what you guys have. This PC right here somehow accesses the internet of a 2021 of another Earth somehow. Yeah, they still do ray tracing in 2035. I mean, most people are trying to move into VR stuff right now because that's the hottest shit apparently. But yeah, ray tracing still a thing. If I can somehow use this internet and somehow ship it to my universe and get myself an RTX, any RTX really, probably be an absolute godsend. Oh boy, come on, turn. There we go. Destroyed. That's one thing this thing is good at, tearing apart heavier fighters, because cannons do a lot of work. Wyvern behind me, P-48, P-38 in front of me.
The enemy is winning.
That turn probably burned a ton of my energy. That turn definitely burned a ton of my energy. Oh, well, that guy just got shot down. There's a Japanese Zero up in the stratosphere over there. I wonder what he's planning. I'm also tempted to just run back and get myself a repair and resupply, because at this point I don't think we're going to catch the bombers, and the fighters are kind of in the stratosphere. And I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to go home. Screw you, I'm going home. Airfield should be around there. Now we're gonna just push the throttle, leg it.
Attention to the map.
Nothing is gonna really happen for the next few minutes, so anyone wants to talk about anything?
Heading to the base.
Yeah, I had this issue where my microwave oven and the CRT store downstairs work together to somehow send me back in time. I don't know why. That's... let me think about it. I mean, I could give you a hypothesis of how it works, but I'm not an expert and I'm not paid enough for this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you probably either get drunk and go back to bed or somehow, or you just lose track of time, and or you have a sense of deja vu. Microwave oven and the CRT store. And this is how you burn your energy. You do very, very high G turns. After this match and after maybe another match, I'll probably have to cut the stream. It's might be a bit shorter than the last time, but honestly, it's, I don't know. Flying the F6F-5N has not been as much fun as flying the F4, mainly because I kind of just get crushed by most other aircraft on my BR, because that's fun. And for some reason, I'm now tempted to just load up rockets and decide that heavy aircraft need to die via rocket salvos. Now we're gonna go and rearm ourselves with a torpedo because I need to go do something that isn't just shooting at nothing for the whole time. Alright, let's spawn back in. And now we have a big clunker loaded up on the back. Keep in mind the torpedo is also very heavy, so taking off will be an issue. Fortunately, we are on a land base and not a aircraft carrier, so we won't have the problem of taking off. The main question is, will we be able to get something killed with this torpedo? Because there are ships out there. And I'm thinking of sinking at one. There's also a plane behind me, and I don't want him to go and clap my ass cheeks. By the way, welcome to the stream, whoever's watching. There are 2 enemy planes left. I'm gonna go strafe some tanks on my way to the ships, but I'm pretty sure they're not actually gonna do anything. Alright, let's see if our 20 mils can actually pen these tanks. Actually, no, let's go after the armored cars. Those actually do them damage. Oh boy, there's a lot of machine gun fire going after me. What will I ever do? Shot is sure calm without dried apricot. Perhaps. Perhaps. Shot in the engine. That's not great. Oh well. That sucks. Oh, bloody hell. I'm surprised those things actually hit me. Normally AA has like absolutely 0 accuracy. Drop a torpedo here. Nope. Honestly, that might have... Yeah. That completely missed. Pain. Let's run back to base and then get ourselves another torpedo after we empty our rounds on ground targets, of course. We're here, we might as well. Also, the flak is still shooting at me. We have a few holes in our aircraft, and also I'm pretty sure my engine just died. My engine just died. I'm on fire! Fantastic! Can't see anything. Oh well. By the way, I died just as the enemy team all died and we won. Fantastic! Right, I'm gonna fly a game with a torpedo strapped to my back and just go after ground targets, see if it actually has more success. Because that was an absolute train wreck. I hope that the game actually gives me a map where I can use my torpedoes. Or else it's kind of useless to have torpedoes. Unfortunately, we cannot, in fact, fly with a torpedo here because there are no targets where we can use a torpedo on. I'm tempted to fly ground level, but that's definitely going to get me killed, so... Right, start climbing. Ah, bloody hell. We'll just go after some AI planes. We have autocannons. We should have no problem absolutely crushing them. But who knows? I don't think the Razorback design for cockpits is that great, mainly because you can't see behind you, and that's a massive, massive blind spot. Let's go drop down there and say hello to these IL-2s. There we go, that's one. That's two. There we go, definitely having a better time going after heavier aircraft. These cannons make short work of them. Now, looks like there is a Yak 9 that wants to engage us. Let's meet him, shall we? Clipped off his wing. I also lost half my tail. Kind of a problem, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I gave it a bit bigger problems because having a missing aileron cuts down your maneuverability significantly. Where's the nearest airfield? Close. Oh boy, there's a 109 that wants me dead. Not great. Can't really go after him because I don't have the speed. Yeah, he's accelerating well away from me. Let's go after this IL-2 and then head back to base and get repairs. There we go, cannon ripped them apart. One trick that people don't really know about is that you can angle your plane sideways, and that will actually you'll actually slide slightly to the side, and that will significantly mess with most people's aims if they're accurate shots. Of course, I still get shot down most of the time, but you'll have a much better chance at fighting head-on. Do not worry, we are still flying half a ship. Yes, we are. So, do you guys want me to play another game? Or do you guys think we should just end it here? Anyone still wants to see some more gameplay? You must go now? Farewell, Mr. Vector A. Sleep time. Good night. I think I shall end the stream here then. An okay flight to end on. We just whacked one dude and we heavily damaged a second. Maybe we'll get a kill from it, but who knows. Thanks for coming to the stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you some other time.